Hello guys, welcome to another voiceover tutorial. My name is Yunqi. Today I'll be teaching you guys how to draw a very cute Halloween ghost. I guess I'm not too late for Halloween. And yeah, this tutorial is beginner friendly, so even if you have no knowledge on Photoshop, you can also follow this through and create this art piece. So the first thing you have to do is go to File, New, and you create your canvas size. So usually I'll create 3000 pixels by 3000 pixels with a resolution of 300. And the color mode will be RGB color, and the rest you just keep the same thing and you press OK. And you will see this square canvas size. So you go to the bottom and you click on the create a new layer button and you rename it as ghost. So on this layer you will draw your cute little kawaii ghost, and then you will choose your brush. If you didn't find your brush setting on the right hand corner, you can go to Windows and click on brush. So we'll be using the hard round pressure brush. The transfer layer, the control should be off, and you should press the top one for the pen pressure. So after you have pressed, the flow of your pen will follow your hand pressure. So the harder you press on your pen, the thicker the line will be. So if you release lesser pressure, it will give you a very thin line. Yeah, so that's what the pen pressure is about. And next, we will create another layer below the ghost layer. We name it BG, which stands for background. And for that background, we will go to a dark blue color. Because the ghost we'll be having is a bit white, so the background will be dark colors to make the ghost stand out. So you should get this dark color. Never ever choose 100% black or 100% white. Always stay in between so that your artwork will look nice. Yeah, so as you can see, I didn't choose 100% white for my ghost, and it still look quite bright. So if later you want to add more bright colors, it's possible for you to push the colors more. So you can practice with your on your tablet and to see the ghost shape that you want. So just practice and you try draw and get the flow of it, because you are on a separate layer than the background. So you can keep Ctrl Z to backspace. So if you draw something that you regret about it and you don't like it, you can always Ctrl Z or delete that layer. So that's a good thing about having digital. So Ctrl Z is a very good thing, so you have to learn that. And you can always increase the brush size by the bracket. The bracket is for increasing the brush size on your keyboard. You just press and you see your brush size will increase. Not the bracket on the number, it's the bracket itself alone. Yeah, and you just keep trying until you get the perfect shape or the desired shape that you want for your ghost. So yeah, this will be the ghost shape that I want. And I will refine the shape by erasing the lines at the bottom to give a nice shape. So you should get a shape something like that after a few tries of drawing the ghost shape. It's like a teardrop shape. And then you go to the magic wand tool that you see I have pressed, and you press alternate backspace to fill in the colors. However, you can see that if you just put in the colors like this, you will have a gap in between, and you don't want to waste your time to paint back. So what you can do is go to select, modify, and expand. What this does is to expand the selection pixels by 3, and you can see when I zoom in, you cannot see the gaps anymore. So this is very helpful for you because yeah, Photoshop will leave some gaps for you. Yeah, so you have this shape, and now you go to the layer mask, and you choose a soft round brush and make the brush to pen pressure at the transfer layer, and you off the pen pressure at the top, because if you press the pen pressure at the top, it will give you a very this kind of line, which you don't want. You want a very big soft round brush. So you can play around and try see how the soft round brush works. So what layer mask does is to so-called erase, but this is if you use a normal eraser, you cannot really undo the damage that you have done. But for layer mask, the black color is for erasing, as you can see, and for the white, you can so-called undo. So sometimes if you have erased too much and yeah, you cannot undo, Ctrl Z all the way. So layer mask is a better choice for you to be able to go back to the steps that you have want. So this, I will try to softly brush through it. Yeah, so you don't have to be afraid that you have erased too much, or you have erased not to the desired look that you want. You can always switch black and white and keep erasing and unerase it, and you can see to what extent you want. So I want to make this cute ghost a bit transparent, as you can see. That's why I'm erasing, but without making it too transparent. So yeah, let's brush this. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm keep switching between black and white, and soft round brush with pen pressure is very good because it allows you to look like it blends properly, and you don't have to worry that your brush will go out of the ghost shape because you're in layer mask, so it will only affect the ghost layer. Yeah, it won't paint out of the eye drop shape that you have drawn. So yeah, just keep going and make sure that the colors blends properly, that you can see. Yeah, it blends. So yeah, and I try to lower the opacity to see if it works better, but nah, maybe not. So yeah, you can try to see if it works for you, so it doesn't look nice for me, and you can create a new layer and hold down alternate to clipping mask. So all this does is you can draw above the ghost layer without drawing out of it. So yeah, I add some blue and purple color. I just graze a bit of color variations there so that it doesn't look too monotone. So yeah, you can see there's blue and there's a tint of purple. And now you go to the circle marquee tool. It's on your left hand corner, and you can drag to give a circle selection. So what I'm going to do now is to draw the eyes. So the eyes is the same thing, I didn't go to 100% black. So yeah, you have these black circle eyes, and you can click on the alpha lock. What it does is when you draw, you won't draw out of the circle. So I can graze a bit of purple inside, you can see. and a bit of white. And for the white, I will go to the circle marquee tool. I'll drag, and I will only paint the one side of it white. So you can see I don't paint the whole thing white, I only paint one side brighter. And what this does is, after I deselect, yeah, the eyes will look something like this, a bit of glassy shape, a transparent, translucent shape, translucent look. And you can drag the layer down to duplicate the layer. So you drag the layer to create a new layer so that it will duplicate. Yeah. And I increase this eyes a bit because it's more towards the front. So just increase a bit. And you can merge the two eyes layers together to give one layer. And now I will go to hard round brush, this hard round brush, and I will off the pen pressure. And I will on that pen pressure, and I will select the eyes darkest color there to draw the mouth. So as you can see, after I unlock the alpha lock, I can draw. So yeah, you can draw any facial expressions you want. You can draw a sad shape. Yeah, but I will draw a smiley face. I'll increase the brush size to give a thicker mouth. Yeah, maybe I draw a smiley face. Yeah. And you can always go to the lasso tool. You press L. And you Control T. T for train, to transform, so that you can stretch and transform the shape. Yeah. So always remember the shortcut for the freehand lasso tool is L. Yeah. And you create another layer, which I want it to be light. So what I'm going to create now is small little light. So I will give to a brighter color. For this, you don't have to make it very perfect, because when you zoom out, you cannot really see the imperfection of the shape. So yeah, sometimes don't be too focused on little details that cannot be seen. And you get this kind of shape. And I will draw 2 dots for the eyes. Yeah. There you go. And I want to make a glow. So I create a new layer and I name it as glow. You double click to rename it. And I'll go back to the brush and go to soft round and on my pen pressure. And I'll release that pen pressure at the top. And I will choose purple. Let me see if purple works. No, I'll choose a blue color and I will lightly graze. So you can see that thing is glowing. Yeah, so just lightly graze through to show the light is glowing. And then you can merge these 2 layers so that this will be in one layer, and you drag down to duplicate and you Control T to transform. So now you can duplicate as many as you want to put anywhere in your piece. I will just duplicate 3, so something like that, and I will merge the 3 light layers together so they will be in one layer. And at the background layer on top, I will create another layer. This layer is this layer I'll name it as glow ghost, because I want to paint the glow behind the ghost. So I will also choose blue color and I will lightly graze through. So yeah, something like that. And I will add a bit of purplish at the right side. Yeah, so just add some color variants to give it a nicer look. Yeah, just give some bright colors around it. And it's okay if your light now looks a bit off and not really nice. You can use the same method for like the layer mask. You can erase and undo and to give the look that you want. So just remember to keep your pen pressure very lightly so that you can graze through and look like it blends together. So yeah, you can just try if you want to erase the inner part. So that's what I'm trying now to see whether it works or it doesn't work. I think it's not really working. Yeah, I don't really like how this looks, but it's okay. You can just go back to the white color and paint it, and you can see it undoes, it so-called undoes what you have done earlier, which is impossible to do that with an eraser brush. So yeah, I think I will refine the outer one, the outer glow, to something like this. And I will right click to apply layer mask. So now they will be all in one layer. And now I go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and you can increase the blur size. So all this does is to make it blur, and yeah, as you can see, it makes it blends better with the background, of course. Then I will lower the opacity to around 30%, 20%, around there. Yeah. So it's just nice. It's not too bright, not too. If you want to be brighter, of course you can increase the opacity. And I will make another layer mask to refine the glow a bit more. And yeah, it looks fine, and I right click to apply layer mask. And I go to the brush settings again, and I will choose the hard round brush and make it, yeah, just make it normal without the pen pressure. And I will go to the bright color to give some dots. So you can adjust the brush size big and small to give a variety of white dots shape. So what this does is it will make it look like it's blinking, it's sparkling, so give it a nice effect. So remember, don't add it all over your art piece, if not it'll be too much. Yeah, if it's too much, it's not really going to look nice. So yeah, just add some, and remember to make the dots more variety like this. If your dots are all in the same size, it will look not really nice as well. So remember to make some variants. Yeah, so by this step, you should look something like this. You have your cute little kawaii ghost, and yeah, I think you are done. And after that, you can share it on Instagram and tag me. So for me, I will add my signature after that and put it below. Yeah, if you try this tutorial and you post it, do remember to tag me because I want to see your results. Yeah, I'll be very excited to see your results. Yeah, and you're done. I hope you enjoy this tutorial and have fun creating these goals. And you can use this method to create more cute artworks, something similar to this. Yeah, and it's very fun to paint digital. And if you like tutorials like this, do remember to check out my Patreon page. The link is in the description box. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next tutorial. And bye!